to introduce our speaker today, John Wilson, my dear friend. John and I first met back in the early 80s. He was a youngster back then. I was like 30, and he was about 10 years younger than me, so he was truly a very young man when he first started coming here. And we must have had a strong karmic relationship because we've been friends ever since. And when I think of John, the first thing I think of is that big, bright smile. John's got this heartfelt smile that just immediately wins us over. And you all know what I'm talking about. Ralph Waldo Emerson one time said that you're going to have to speak louder because who you are is speaking so loudly I can't hear what you're saying. And that's John. Okay, John, come on up.
Comparisons of what I learned from the soil about how to tend the soul. So dirt is the stuff you sweep off the floor. Okay? Soil is the ecstatic living skin of the earth. And you are the ecstatic living body of God. You just have to figure out if you're a toe or an elbow. Y'all can decide what you are. Now, stick a shovel in the soil. You either hit a hard pan or a loose, fluffy soil. And if it's loose or if it's hard, will the roots have anywhere to go? I think I need my glasses. Will the roots have anywhere to go when they emerge from the seed? Alfalfa can go down into good soil. Wait for it. 60 feet. 60 feet. And it can pull up minerals and nutrients previously trapped in the soil and subsoil. When you encounter someone who is wise or smart, what do you say of them? They are deep. Same difference. They think outside the box, more spiritual, expansive thoughts. You can have deep tilth in your soil with deeply rooted plants. You can have deeply thinking, perceiving people who can retrieve previously trapped wisdom in the depths of their soul. Good soil, just think about that. Who's deep? Good soil can have a 5% organic matter. And if it has 5%, it can hold a 5-inch rain, absorbing all that water like a big sponge, no flooding. Farms today can have as little as 1%, causing floods. This water holding capacity means plants go a little deeper to find water if there's a drought. This is resilience. And if a deep person encounters a hard time, they go deeper into themselves, into their spiritual reserves. Now I'm going to paraphrase a parable where Jesus says, store up oil in your lamp for the long night. And here we go. So store oil in your spiritual lamp. Make deposits in your inner bank account for the darkness you may encounter. They say we all encounter a little darkness. Be ready for it. One farmer I know calls this forgiveness farming, creating a system where the soil can forgive the sky for dropping too much rain at one time. Become a person who practices forgiveness living wherever you go. You might occasionally need to create a boundary when you practice forgiveness with some people, but you can do it. And good soil is also porous, allowing oxygen, worms, bugs, rain, and even, according to Rudolf Steiner, worth looking up, celestial energy moving into the soil. And when you have an open soul, you are also open to divine energies, open to the good in others, and being deep, able to discern what is for you and what's not for you. The ways to become more open to the Spirit are still the same. Pray, meditate, seek out positive people. Read spiritual books, be in nature, look at the stars. Remember also, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. More listening. And you can receive from heaven or your own depth when you are open. And it is our job as farmers to create an environment full of invisible life forms, microbes. I say promote them, feed them, sing them songs of love. I want to see y'all singing out there to your microbes. In other words, help them thrive. They do all the heavy lifting in soils. You can't see them, but there they are doing the most important work. And what's in you invisible? What's in you that's invisible? Those same prayers and meditations. I would add to this list thoughts. Thoughts, what you think. Because a thought leads to words, and words lead to actions. So, be a gardener also of your thoughts. And don't forget, from the wise bumper sticker I saw, don't believe everything you think. Check your thoughts. Now, in nature is also a microbe, fungi. No, I'm not speaking of Bruce. Yes, he's a fun guy. No, I'll call him fungi. Although Bruce is fun, it's true. It has been discovered that there's a 30-mile radius, one fungi. 30-mile radius, one mushroom. It can rain on one side of the forest, yet water can be found in the whole forest. It hadn't rained everywhere. Water and nutrients are shared. And when you are open and connected, information and love and inspiration is shared. But you also have to trust the process. If you're on the dry side of the forest, that stuff's going to come on over. Does a tree doubt it will get what it needs? Neither should you. Don't doubt. You will get the spiritual food that you need to thrive. It's always available. Create your own network underground, if need be, of caring and sharing. Now, here's the much anticipated reveal of the theology of composting. Now, compost is simple, really. It's taking the leftover, unused, undesired stuff of life and making something good from it. The best, actually. I call it the royalty of soil amendments. And it's also speeding up nature's own system. Now, what do you need to make your own spiritual compost from yourself? You know, no energy is wasted. That's one of the laws of thermodynamics, right? So it's still you. It's still you. You are not throwing anything away. You're making gold from the dross. Now, making it can be stinky and challenging. You must be philosophically committed. Then do it. The result is priceless black gold, both in the soil and in your soul. Sometimes you have to make some changes, stir it up, make compost. Now with you, it's the same priceless well-being. When you make your own personal compost out of your own soul, you might even get touches of the Holy Spirit. And I'm going to say, just one touch of the Holy Spirit will change you forever. So, make compost in the everyday world and the spiritual realm of the soul. As above, so below. Now, think of a seed. The process of a seed germinating is still a mystery to science. Now, I love that nature is holding back a few secrets, right? There's some things that science can't figure out. A little round or other oddly shaped seed holds a secret, which is the continuation of life. We only know the conditions. Good soil. You've heard the parable of the sower and the seed. The conditions are good soil, water, and the almost unbearable light of the sun. Now, what is this like? The tomb of Jesus, where he too was in his seed case. His seed case was in the shape of a cave, waiting for his new life, drawn by the same, slightly the same, overwhelming love of God. The God that saw his perfection and nothing else. And how I'm sure you all are seen by God. And just like nature already knows the perfect flower waiting in the seed, this too is a mystery. A gardener is practicing faith to plant a seed. A child of God is practicing faith to believe in resurrection. There is no death, rather new life. And I say it's now time to come forth from our own caves into new life. Thank you.
Thank you.